What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Astro today, coming at you live from Nassau, Bahamas. All right, that's how it is. This is how we do it. Mm-mm, mm-mm. This is how we do it. All right, how y'all doing? Look at this, looking like alfalfa. What's good with y'all? How y'all doing? It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah. It's 4:44 here now as well. We in the same time zone. That's what's going on today. As you know, I always have something to talk about, but today I'll refrain from talking about anything. I know people want me to talk about the the Puff Daddy circumstances. I spoke about that on my Facebook. Uh, I wasn't doing it on StreamYard, so I wasn't doing it on YouTube, but I did a video on Puff Daddy. I said that he'd get away for a little while. Then just going to double back to him, and then somebody in a high position going to use him for something. I said the exact same words, and look what's happening now. And all from his chart that I rectified. That's right. I rectified his time of birth because you really can't find his time of birth. But I rectified his time of birth, and he happens to be a Leo rising, like myself. Unfortunately, on behalf of all Leo risings, we would like to hand him over, and we'd like to hand him over to the Virgo risings. Okay? We'd like to hand him over to the Virgo risings on behalf of the ambassador for Leo risings all around the globe. We would like to respectfully give Puff Daddy to the Virgo risings. All right? What's the Virgo rising say? Sorry, we would like to decline that offer, and we would respectfully like to pass P. Diddy on to the Libra risings. We should do a little chain about it. We should do a little chain about it. I should start a video like, listen, on behalf of all Leo risings, we will respectfully decline his application to be a lifelong Leo rising, and we would kindly pass it over to the Virgo risings, okay? Simone, I should say, LOL, we Virgo risings do not accept. Woo! Sorry, P. Diddy. You know what I mean? And he be beating, like, drop kicking women on the ground. Man, I can't. I know why he was beating the women, though. You don't really like him. You don't really like him. So you find yourself beating on him. That's the reason why. You got Mars in the seventh house, and it's in Aquarius. Yeah, you ain't. You ain't that. You ain't. That's just who you are, Puff Daddy. Just who you are. And then somebody respectfully asked me to do a chart for Drake and say, "What's his? You think he gonna come back and destroy?" And I'm like, "Y'all staring at messing with that killer." Allegedly. Oh my God. Anyway, doing celebrity charts has been a thing of mine for like quite some time. I would just look at their charts and when they were available. Let me tell you something, okay? Y'all don't know, but these people charts been available a very long time. All right. If you want to find out their charts, anybody, you could go on astrotheme.com and they will give you just type up the celebrity and it will give you their chart. Someone like me, I'm gonna have to, change it into whole sign house system because they use Placidus, and I don't necessarily get the amount of accuracy in Placidus as I do in whole sign house system. Whole sign house system is the same system that Vedic astrologers use. They use one sign per house and not three signs being squeezed into one house. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to make it seem as if, whole sign is better than plastic, but I learned. I got a diploma in astrology with learning Placidus. That means that I was schooled in Placidus. Ileana, what's going on? Good to see you. It's always good to see you. You know, uh, I would say it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I just want to pay respect for everybody that's on this live with me. I like to show that you guys are here. Thank you very much. See y'all. All right, that's right. That's right. Hello, hello. Hey, Auburn. That's right. The people's in the greens. Oh, we got Keisha. This is right here. What's going on, Sugar? How you doing up in Virginia? We got Tanya. That's y'all been talking for this longest. I haven't really looked since I saw the 444. All right. And then the Virgo we accepted. Uh well, geez. At this point, nobody wants it. Y'all are something else. So did I ever find a Tupac's chart? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. I rectified his time of birth. You see what I'm saying? You can't tell the kind of like the rising sign he is. All right. How y'all doing? Say bless up. Boop, boop, boop. You understand? It's a Bahamian thing. You are one of very few Bahamians who support me, and I love you, and I appreciate you for that. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I'm asked, am I doing readings? Yeah, this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to talk some shit first, and then talk about some celebrity stuff. Y'all give me a celebrity that you want, that you feel that you guys want to dig into and find out what's really going on, and then we get into doing readings for y'all. It's just as simple as that. So y'all just give me a suggestion for you guys in the green. The guys in the green, you guys have the rite of passage. You guys get to suggest a person that we could just dig into. That I know y'all nosy. We got a lot of nosy people in this live, and I'm just as nosy as you, but I'm nosy with a purpose. You feel me? So if y'all got some celebrities, especially the ones on YouTube who in the green, who are my members, y'all get first preference. I love y'all. If y'all, I don't get to eat unless I'm you're my boss. I like to say, you guys are my boss. You help me to make sure that I have something to eat. That's the only reason why I'm looking a little fit is because you help me, and I appreciate that. Shalia said, I'm nosy about myself. Yes, yes, that's how it is. But if you're nosy about yourself, then the readings are you got 3 questions for $20. And those 3 questions for $20, you get to ask any question that you want the answers to. And I'm gonna help you with that. That's just how it is. Sincere said, I've been waiting for you to come back to see us. Yes. Well, I'm almost there. Just a few more days. I'm gonna be right there swimming with y'all. All right. Be just, but most of the times, as you know, when I'm on tour, I work my ASS off. I probably take about 2 hours for myself. That's for lunch. I work until the next rising, majority of times. Doing sessions up until maybe 1, 2 o'clock, and then having to start that over early in the rising again. Having one day off, and sometimes, if for the right price is right, my day off could be, not my day off, but a few hours of my day off could be bought. Just a few. Probably have 1 or 2 slots that'll be vacant, but you gotta pay for my day off. That's just how it is. I'm just saying because it's my personal day and my day off, and in the Bahamas we work time and a half if you're on a day off. So anyway, let's go, guys. Y'all got y'all give me a suggestion of people that you want to know a little bit about. Let's just make sure that I can find their time of birth. And for those who want to do an Ask Astro, want to get their questions answered, feel as if you want to get some resolve to whatever situation, that you have going on, I am right here. All I got to do is hear the bing from the Cash App, and I am there with you. That's right. Once I hear the Cash App and I see what's going on, then we could do this. You feel me? All right. So let's take a look at some pending. What? Oh, we got a donation? Oh, we got a donation. Listen, let me tell you something, okay? We got a donation from Keisha McClendon. Anything that I want to talk about. Woo! Y'all tell me what's new in the news. Shirley said, I need a personal reading. I have a lot of children and things growing in my life. I book your time. Okay. All right. Hey, listen, when they come over there, it's going to be a beautiful time. Like I said, just all you got to do is go to my website. That's astro-einstein.com. If you're looking to do a past life regression, quantum healing, like I said, if you want to be a part of this documentary, this life documentary when it comes to past lives, it's going to be really amazing. We're going to do our own research on the people that you may say that you are. In that session, we're going to look up your ancestors if we can find them, if they can be reachable, and they are here. As you know, in some sessions that we've done, you've had people who have fragments that are existing at this point in time. And these people who are in the sessions are tapping into their lives because they are also part of who they are. All right. That's what it is. So, we get to search for those people who are existing at the same time as you, who are parts of you. And we'll, try to see if we can make it a way, because it's going to take a little bit of funds to find these people and to have you to meet your soul fragments. Isn't it's gonna be so beautiful. You're gonna wish that you took part in this kind of experience. This is nothing like we did in the other 2 years of touring, the 3 tours. This is nothing like this. This is something that's going to be more intricate. Okay, so Ray also said the Tyson fight. Wait a minute now. You are very much great at doing astrology because you happen to finish my astrology course to the expert. So you're pretty good with that. I didn't know. They're not meeting my soul fragment. Why wouldn't you want to meet your soul fragment? Why wouldn't you want to meet your soul fragment? I mean, if it's destined, if it's not, then it's fine. But either which way, connecting to parts of yourself outside of yourself is going to be one of the most beautiful experiences you ever had in your life. All right, it's one of the most beautiful experiences you would ever have in your life. Now, I had a conversation on my Facebook about you know being a player in your movie, being a part of your movie, and being more vulnerable and open. What I've noticed about my life is that people come into my life and then people leave. Some people, when their time is done, you know, that's what happens. You can't be really mad and upset. Not everybody's in your life for a reason. All right. Not everybody's in your life. I mean, it's only their life for a season. They're in your life only for a reason. All right. So that's just how it is. You got to learn this, experience this, and not be, you know, really hard on yourself or the people. Okay. Somebody said they sent donation for Carlisha Lyles, born the 4th of. Okay. All right. So, Kalisha Lyles, if you are on Facebook, you send me a message on Facebook, and we are going to look at your stuff. All right. I'm gonna see the questions that you have. The 4th of January. I'm sorry, 4th of July, 1984. Okay. So let me put that in my. Let me put this up here. Share the screen, and let me put this up here. All right. So the name is Carlisha Lyles. Carlisha Lyles. All right. Oh, I hope I had y'all see my stuff. Damn, I might have to delete that. All right, so Carlisha, Lyles, and they're born the 4th of July, 1984. And let's see what else we see. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 6:14 p.m. 6:14 p.m. Minneapolis. Oh, let's go to the Atlas and let's go to United States of America. There you go. What's going on here? 1 second, y'all. I gotta make sure. Okay, the world. Okay. I was wondering why. Many. Okay, still can't find it. Ah, that's how it be sometimes, y'all. Minneapolis. Why I can't find it? Okay, let me cancel this. Oh, that's why. Oh my good. No, give me a second. Let me go to Minneapolis, Minnesota. I literally gotta find it. All right, I got it. All right, Kalisa, we gonna look at your chart. I hope you're okay with that. This where we go. So, where's your questions? Let me look at your message. Let me see if we could find your message. You have to message me on Messenger. And let me see if you sent your message request. If not, you gotta send me your question. Yeah, I don't see your question. So make sure if you're here, just let me know. Send your message so we can look at your question. All right. Okay. I would send them, what's her purpose? How do I love without sabotaging it? What is the biggest block holding me back from growing in life? Okay. That's a pretty reasonable question. So the first question, what's her purpose? Let's take a look. So normally whenever I look at a purpose, I'm looking at the North Node and then I look at Earth. All right. Those are two things that I definitely look at. In particular, North Node, and if there's any conjunctions, 20 planets or hypothetical points, then I include that in the purpose. I also include the sign that the North Node is in. This thing right here is the North Node, the house it's in, the sign it's in, and the contacts it makes helps to define one's purpose. Okay, that's what it does. It helps to define one's purpose. Now, in previous lifetimes, it shows that when it came to the self, she was more dedicated towards being independent, being unique, being this rebel when it comes to her beliefs and philosophies. And there's a strong possibility that she still may have this very rebellious nature based upon the fact that her south node is conjunct her ascendant, and Uranus. All right. And that could be a little bit of a, rebellious type. It also shows that in previous lifetime, you were what we consider a direct, straightforward, a spiritual warrior. That's what I like to call it, a spiritual warrior. Somebody who went out and was very direct with their knowledge, their wisdom, possibly. All right. Now, with this placement, most people have this placement. I want you to understand that you guys tend to gray faster. You have gray hair much more faster than most people. All right. Which means that you're going to seem a little more wiser. Now, but your North Node, which represents your purpose in this lifetime, is sitting in the seventh house. All right. The seventh house is the house of partnership, marriage, relationships, diplomacy, open enemies, which normally happens to be a marriage partner or a long term partner, majority of the times after getting married. And it's sitting in the sign of Gemini, which rules information. Okay. It rules knowledge, it rules communication, the way we talk, we information we intake, and the ones that we give out. Okay. Short distance travel, the neighborhood that you live in, your early childhood. But it's sitting in the seventh house of marriage, long term relationships, which means that at some point, one of your purposes is to get along with a partner or learn how to communicate properly with a partner. And I know that for a fact because your North Node is conjunct your descendant. And the descendant right here normally illustrates what your long term partner is going to be like. All right. That's what it normally illustrates, is what your long term partner is like. And with your Chiron there, this means that you're very, very good at, counseling people in long term relationships, but you possibly suck at taking your own advice. Your purpose in this lifetime is to learn how to communicate effectively. What also with empathy, because the ruler of Gemini is Mercury, and your Mercury is in the eighth house in Cancer, and it's conjunct your Juno. And that normally represents learning how to speak with emotion, but also emotional intelligence. So your purpose in this lifetime is to be in a partnership, in a relationship, but one where you, how should I put it, give emotional intelligence to your partner. Basically, your purpose in a way is to be a great partner or a side or a sidekick to the person that's taking the lead. Because in previous lifetime, that's what you were. You were the leader. You were the one that went about and did its own thing. And now it's time for you to take the supporting role and be that person that is compassionate, loving, and also communicative in your relationship, but with a very much with emotional intelligence. That's your purpose in this lifetime. I know it sounds very cliche because most people who have your placement be like, no, my purpose isn't about me. It isn't about just me, me, me. No, your purpose is about the other person, the person who you probably could be in a relationship with. So that's your purpose in this lifetime. It sounds simple for most people, but it's not for you. This could be something that you may struggle with. Now, the next question, which you asked, is how do I love without sabotaging it? I just said it. Learning how to speak with emotional intelligence. That's your problem. Is you speak emotionally but don't know how to orchestrate emotional intelligence. Not every single thing that you feel you must blurt out. Or every single thing you feel you must think that it's real. Majority of the times when you feel something, this could be something that somebody else is feeling that you're absorbing, sorry. The fact that you are a Cancer sun, Venus in Cancer, Mercury in Cancer, Juno in Cancer means that you can absorb the energy, just like how the moon absorbs because it rules Cancer. You do the exact same thing. So you have to learn how to zip it up That's right. Not everything you're feeling, you must voice in an emotional way. You got to learn how to display emotional intelligence. And another thing, with that Venus inside Cancer in the eighth house, you can't assume that what you feel or what you know, that your partner knows the exact same thing. This is very sabotaging. This right here, baby. Let's say he come home and he's like, "Baby, you okay? I'm good. You sure? Yeah. If you have something to say, if what I do? Nah, you ain't did shit. Yeah. You see, that in itself is toxic because it's passive aggressive. You expect for your partner to know what you're feeling without saying what you're feeling in an emotional way. All right. Just want you to know. Yeah. I just want you to understand that. Okay. So that is how you need to approach your relationships. And then another thing is you got Saturn and Mars in the 12th house. So not only are you like that, you also have the tendency to deep down hide your revengeful nature. And anything that's happened to you in the past, you may be holding on to that in your subconscious mind. So go to a place, speak it. Based upon your chart, you need counseling. You need to be able to talk to somebody to express your emotions in a healthy way. All right, last question. What is the biggest block holding me back from growing in life? That's a really good question. So, the biggest block that's holding you from growing in life, I'm going to take a look at your chart. Okay. I'm going to look at some of your midpoints. And I want to share some of these midpoints. So, I'm going to share the screen itself so that you can be able to take a look at the screen itself. All right. We're going to share the screen, the window, the screen itself. There you go. Entire screen. And there you go. It's all the way in. So this is what we're going to look at. All right. The thing that's holding you back the most is your resentfulness, something that happened to you that you're pushing back in your subconscious mind. That is your biggest block. And that's normally where Saturn is and where Pluto is. Pluto is where your fear is at, and Saturn is where your karma is at. And it just so happens that they are, 10 degrees away from each other. So Pluto in the 29th degree, 19 minutes in the 11th house. One of the things is you can be a little bit socially awkward, being fearful of being liked by the people who you admire and care and nurture for. Because you don't, moon in the 11th house, you don't like being alone. Another thing. That's another thing that may be holding you back. But also, this same part right here, all right, the Saturn. So, what I want to take a look at, I want to take a look at what your Saturn is saying. And let's take a look at some of the midpoints and see what it says. All right. As you can see, Saturn equals Sun ascendant, a wary or guarded personality, solarity inclinations, defining one's own space and boundaries, initial hesitation and shyness when first meeting others, restraint and reserve, the inability to integrate easily with others, difficulty gaining acknowledgement and credit when it is due, working hard for respect from others and separative trends or inclination. There's another thing. Saturn equals Sun Moon. Coming to terms with the need to work at relationships, the gradual consolidation of partnership, loyalty, and duty towards significant people and family members, contending with distrust and constraint within personal association, distancing mechanisms, the, the disinclination or the inability to connect with others, a reluctant mixer, a loner, separative influences. whenever I see that sort of thing going on, especially with that midpoint, one of the things that's holding you back is your fear. Your fear of integrating, your fear. And I spoke about this in my post today, where you could be sabotaging yourself. You cannot be the actor, the producer, the director, the stunt double, the makeup artist. You cannot be all of those. So you have to learn how to just release all the fears. That's really the biggest thing that's holding you back. All right. Let's see. All right. So who is next? Uh who's willing to who is willing to come on my live? Let's have a conversation. All right. So I got Craig, Cornelia, Kesha. All right. Or your real name is all right. Abbas. Abbas? Abbas? I hope I said it right. You're next. I see that your message is there, so I want to make sure that I get your. Let me just redo this thing here. All right, so we have quite a few people since then. I got Nakisha, Simone, they got Chinky Lee, they got Cerise Blonde, and we got Sheva Body Elements. Make sure to send me the message first. So a base vessel, we're going to be doing yours first. Let's take a look at your chart real quick. Oh gosh. So let me share my screen so you can be able to take a look at what I'm doing at the same time. I want to put y'all in this. I want y'all to see every single thing that I'm doing when I'm doing it. Are you willing to come on live? Take a minute. I can't see your answer. So let's go. So let me share this information. This is a base fossil. This is you. If you are willing to come on, let's have a conversation. I like talking. I like seeing the person I'm talking to. ELL. Date of birth is June 4th. Oh, your birthday's coming up. And you're born 4:10 a.m. And you were born Brooklyn, New York. All right. Shout out to Brooklyn. And let's go. Let's see. Is you okay? So Desiree Goodrich. Okay, for all those who sent, thank you very much. I'm gonna get to you. I just need to see if my friend Kesha. You know what? I'm gonna call you on this, Kesha. Let's see. We're gonna see if I can be able to hear you. Hello? Hi. You said that's your son? Oh, it's your son we're doing the reading for. Oh, let me put this up so I can be able to hear you. We could be able to hear you. So what questions you got up for your son?
My question is he will be successful because he is mentally unstable.
He's mentally unstable?
Yes.
Explain that for us, please.
He's doing the wrong thing. He's drinking, he's smoking, he's in the wrong path. So I just want to know if he will be come out of that situation.
Now I
have a clear mind.
I hear an accent. Where you from?
From Trinidad.
Trinidad. So you in Trinidad now?
No. I'm Brooklyn, New York.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. I was just gonna say Trinidad in the house. All right. So your son, he is interested in, well, he does more so of uh
He's not there. So I don't know what kind of question to ask because he is lost. I don't know what to do. So I just want to know.
all right. So I
Oh,
just I just did a post about the Sagittarius energy. All right. And what I do is before I look at any placements in the chart when it comes to children or teenage, not even just children, young men, because
hmm.
he's about 24 now, right? He's gonna be 24, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So he would still be considered into the young men category. That will put his south node at, so any young child, they normally, this same thing right here, the
Mm-hmm.
sign and the house it's in, they normally operate from this place of the south node. Even though they have those other placements, this is what takes hold, is their old patterns from previous lifetimes. And according to your sun's chart, where is this Saturn? Oh, it's in Taurus and it's conjunct Jupiter. Most of the time in previous lifetime, your sun was on a seeking path of God, meaning, like what God is, where God, and that thing that causes them, once they can't travel or go places and expand or broaden their horizons, they normally try to escape. So most teenagers who have South Node in the ninth house, if they're not really traveling, and the fact that he has his sun in Gemini, and Gemini just as long as just as much as Sagittarius, if they're not doing something, they get distracted. They need to be doing something in motion. So either got to be driving or in motion, or they're going to find themselves needing to be stimulated mentally. And that could be through substance abuse or drugs. So Sagittarius and Gemini sons could be susceptible to these things if they, that's the sun sign. That's a possibility. Now, most of them, they can't hold their weight, but your sun has is south node in the ninth house, which gives him Sagittarius energy. And that means that he could carry about addictions if he doesn't find what he seek out as God. And most of the times they be seeking for something outside of themselves when it's truly on the inside. Another thing is your son has moon in the third house in Cancer. So he also holds on to the past. Is his father in his life?
No, he cut him off because of his behavior.
Well, who cut off who? The daddy cut off him?
Yes.
All right. And what the father was in his life before he started the bad behavior, correct?
Yeah. A week, yeah.
Okay. And the reason why I asked that is because, with that Saturn being in the first house in Taurus, that means the father, will try his best to make sure, but the father may not have had the kind of means and resources to do what he wanted to do. And most of the time, Saturn in the first house, even though it's in Taurus, does not have a high self-esteem. They do not see much about themselves. And I want you to understand it, that that's a possibility that could happen. He could also be addicted to, you know, things that makes him feel good. And that's what I see in here. Now, his purpose in this lifetime, to be honest with you, is to learn about his family. The reason why I said is because his north node is conjunct the IC, that's his area right here, and it's in Cancer that rules the heritage, the lineage, family. Now, do you get a chance to carry him to his roots where you're from?
Yes, when he was young, I used to go a lot of time with me.
Right. Well, think about it. When's the last time you did that? Think about it really, really good. When's the last time?
Like, it's been a while. But he lives with me now because,
How many years? I want you to tell me how many years. Be completely honest with yourself.
yeah, that's before he started high school.
Okay. And before he started high school, he was on the right path, right?
Yes,
What if I
when he
told
was
you that him not traveling in his family is the reason why he started straight away? How would you feel about that? Do you feel guilt towards yourself, or would you now say, you know what, maybe it wasn't just him. I didn't know that he needed this thing. Would you say that to yourself?
Yes, now I know.
Right. Your son, he needs to be in touch with his roots. He needs to be able to travel, or he is going to continue to escape. The only way that you can get him to change is
Mm-hmm.
to ship his behind to the place that you were born, have him stay there, a family member, bring him back, then carry him back, or another place. He needs to be able to understand and feel his roots. If not, he's going to suffer from a sense of depression.
He's right now as we speak.
Say he's what?
He's going. He is at this point. He at this point right now depressed.
Well, that's what I see here. Based upon this, I would say that that's one thing that you need to do is to focus on that. Your son, I would say also at some point, once you get back to the island, according to his Saturn, which is the ruler of like your business, what you could be into, and it's in Taurus and it's in Jupiter, your son could be very well at growing stuff. Okay, it won't be growing it or doing it. If you let him get back this root sugar, that's what you need to do. Any other? What's your next questions about him?
Um,
But
next
that's what I
question
see. His purpose is literally to
to
be
travel
to
and
get
then
connected with his roots, his lineage, his culture. You cannot rob him of that. If you were continuously carrying him like every year or 2 years, even if you couldn't afford it to send him, he would not be on the path he's on right now.
so by doing that he'll be off. He will.
He'll be a little bit better. He'll be a little bit better. You'll see him start to catch himself. You would see him start to catch himself. He would start to be more focused on. He want to know about his lineage. I know this because of what his placement is at. So in order for you to really, to feel more comfortable with your son, he needs to take trips to his roots. All right.
Okay. Alright. And that okay, thank you. So that means you'll have a good relationship at the end. Okay.
Yes. Yes. That's what you need. Y'all are gonna always have an on and off relationship. His moon is in Cancer, so he's literally tied to your neighbor's strength sugar.
No problem. Okay, thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome. Thank you. All right. This was a very telling chart. You know, that's just how it is sometimes. All right, let's see who's next. I don't want to waste any time. That's just how we roll. Now, you have to, and it doesn't matter when you send your time, you got to send your message so I can see a question. If I don't see a question in my inbox, I cannot answer your question. I cannot. You have to. It's a must that you private message me. Next up is Simone Ajay. Hey, sugar. Thank you very much. Happy solar return on the sun's day in the sun's hour. Oh, that was you wished me happy birthday. All right, Simone Ajay, I need for you to send me your questions through my messenger. All right? Send me the questions through my messenger. You have to. It's the only way that I'll be able to answer your questions. My Facebook messenger is Leslie, Leslie, Tametryo, Tametryo, Brown. You're going to see the blue check to my name. All right. We have a few people. We got Rain, I think. We got She. And she said, I don't want to come on live. Okay, that's fine. I understand. We're going to look at this chart first. This is Shay. So, Shay, I think I have your chart. Let me make sure that we have it. You didn't say your name here. You gave me your date of birth, but you didn't give me your name, your real. Okay. Shiva body elements, but I need to. All right, let me look. I think I have your chart already. I don't want to write it twice. So let's take a look and see if I have it. Shiva, that's not there. Hoo-wee. All right. Trisha said, well, if you don't have the time of birth, I could send you your $20 back because I need that exact time of birth. All right. And Shay on Messenger, Shiva Body Elements. Let's see what you got here. Let me send a message. All right. If you're listening, please say something. Anyway, Shay, I need your time. I need your real name. All right, that's right. I got you now. I don't want to skip anybody. I got a certain amount of time, and then I'm out of here. So let me see. SHEARIAH. I don't think I have that. So let me do up your chart. And the name. Okay. You are Shiva Body Element. All right. I'm going to just leave your name like that. I don't know why y'all people be so afraid. Like, why y'all be so afraid to like your name? I don't understand, but I'll respect it. I'll respect it. The 7th of January, 1981, and you were born Kingston, Jamaica, at 11:30 a.m. And you were born Kingston, Jamaica. All right. And your question is, what do you see from me after I survive the relationship and lessons I've experienced via 20-year marriage and divorce to be finalized September 5th and meeting my divine counterpart that mirrored healing I needed? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me share the screen so we can look at this chart because you got to tell me. You ain't got to come on live, but we want to hear your voice. So I'm going to call you so we can hear you. And my Jamaican counterpart is best you say something. All right, Simone Ajay, I need you to send your time. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I was gonna call because you got some interesting question, and I want to make sure that I present this in a way that's, you know, yeah.
Understandable. That's good. That's fine. Can you
Uh,
hear me well? You're kind of low, but as long as you can hear me, I can hear you good.
I can hear you loud and clear. So, just out of curiosity, because your rising sign is Aries. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Now, this first question, you've been married for 20 something years,
Over 20 something years, and I'm going, the divorce is finalizing in September.
and you're saying that you've now met your now divine counterpart, another person.
So I went through a spiritual journey where I had to find my healing was through someone, and I felt that healing has taken place. And I want to know if I am in alignment with the person that's going to be the person I'm going to be with forever.
If you're in a lot,
In this lifetime.
what? Okay, because I want to make sure we're clear. Have you met this person yet?
I don't know. I don't know.
So you think you met this person, but you don't know.
I feel like the person, I feel like they're in my energy field. I feel them, but I cannot say that we have met officially. Okay. But like when it's imminent, I feel it.
I think
like
I
a lot
understand.
of things have been shifted in my life, and I feel like now that part is coming in.
Okay, all right. I think I get what you're saying. And yeah, I appreciate that. So let's look at your chart. And like I said, 20 years to be married with somebody, like I tell people all the time, it's people in your life are a certain time, a certain period. When it's time for you to depart, it is what it is. We're in a different time than our great grandparents and our grandparents who stayed together for 40 and 50 years and 60 years. You are older souls and have more karmic ties to different people. So sometimes it's sort of a hard pill to swallow, but we don't own people. And you can understand, even if you find your next divine counterpart, they will not mirror you. You are unique and different. And there's nobody that's going to be exactly like you, even if they are on the male side. All right.
Can I just ask you a question? Can I X out the YouTube so I could hear you directly? I don't want any echoes or anything.
Okay, go
Can
right
I X
ahead.
it out?
Go right ahead.
Okay.
All right, good. Excellent. All right. So since you exit out of that or the YouTube, we can finish talking here. So looking at your chart, what do I feel for me after I've survived a relationship? Divine counterpart, I married, healing I needed. I'm at peace today because I did the work. Okay, I feel my love, life partner, and my energy feel like we are going across path. Am I correct? Let's take a look to see if you are actually correct about that. And we're going to look at a predictive method. We're going to look at the transits, and we're going to look at a predictive method. Normally, when Juno makes a transit to a particular place, all right, and Juno is in Virgo at this point in time, it was in retrograde for a while. So a lot of people were holding on and got the things, their long-term relationship. But your progress chart is showing that your Juno is in Scorpio, and it's almost, it's 7 degrees separated from your dark moon Lilith. And your dark moon Lilith is retrograde. That's normally an indication that your partner, this divine partner, you're going to feel the intensity of them. This person may be related to a work area that you work in. Could be somebody you work around, somebody who's on the job, somebody who you interact with on your daily routine. However, I just want you to understand this. This may not sound like how you want it to sound, but I tell people all the time, karma is a slow baked chicken. It is a rotisserie, slow baked chicken, which means that it looks juicy. It takes a long time to look juicy. You hear what I'm saying? You're going to feel the intensity. You want to put that in your mouth. You're like, oh. But when it's time for that to come out, you don't want to look at it. That's just how it is. And with your Juno sitting in Scorpio in your progress chart in the sixth house, there's a clear indication that this person could be very intense and also come here to critique you as opposed to you critiquing them. So there's still a healing journey when it comes to being the divine partner for you. This relationship is going to be very, very intense. You're going to feel as if you want this person right now. Now, in a essence, looking at the time now, I'm gonna cast a hooray chart to see what's going on. And I'm looking, and let me see if I can add you. Juno is literally direct in Virgo at the 8th degree. That would be sextile. Let's see. That'll be sextile to your Juno now. And I would say that the possibility of you meeting them could be right now, but they won't be, or they could be in your life now. But that don't mean that, the only means that there's a possibility of it, manifesting as something long term. And that's what I see here. They may be in your life, but this person is definitely karmic. As a matter of fact, you have Uranus conjunct your descendant. That's normally an indication to me that there is a divorce on the way. This right here, this Uranus conjunct your descendant, is a indication of somebody who's married that there's going to be a shake up of the marriage. All right, that's normally an indication. Then you have Neptune there, which means that your partner, who you thought was your partner, wasn't really, you didn't really know who he was. There was lies and deception in that long-term relationship. And you probably just got hip to it. And with this, that's what I see here. your divine partner. I would say that the possibility of it happening. Are you healed enough? According to this chart, you got some more healing to do.
Okay.
I feel my love, my partner, and my energy. So they are there, but I would say, allow for this to just be there, because Neptune in the seventh house and Uranus in the seventh house, and it just went there, shows that you tried to make your relationship traditional, and that will not last for more than 5 to 7 years.
Mm, okay.
Your next question: how do I maximize this new career journey that I've been prepared to take on? Now, what are you doing? What journey are you taking on?
So I'm an educator. I work with young children, and that's where I'm moving away from. I've been called to deepen more with work with women who are pregnant, and connecting more to community and building with community, supporting people, and letting those people support me and build in those type of ways.
All right. The last one that you said.
Coordinating with the community, because I'm a doula. I'm a birth doula and
Mm,
postpartum doula.
okay. All right. I think that's beautiful. I think that's amazing that what you're doing. And your Jupiter sitting inside the fifth house and your Saturn there as well. It shows that this is a journey that could, especially in the sign of Libra, which could bring sense of balance and beauty and transformation for the people who you're going to be serving. Your MC, which represents the career, though, is an Aquarius. It's conjunct your Venus, and it's in the ninth house. And I would say the community building is a vital part of what you're going to be known for. All right.
Absolutely.
Is something that you're going to be known for. I think that that's something that you need to focus on, even though you're a doula. Just showing that there should be some more emphasis on that, because when Venus is in Aquarius, it's in the ninth house, especially conjunct the MC, that you need to. That's where you're going to have most of your money come from. Is humanitarian efforts, and also using the internet as a way of acquiring those the sense of fulfillment, the sense of enjoyment. Because wherever Venus is where your enjoyment is. And you got Mercury conjunct that, which represents information. So I would say also teaching in a very non-traditional way, bringing education or starting programs of teaching. You are now a doula now. Now it's time for you to teach how to be a doula.
Mhm. Okay, I feel that. I definitely do. When you can I just ask you a question?
Yes.
It's related to you mentioned traditional. I would try to make a relationship more traditional.
Don't try to do it. If you try, it's going to last between 5 to 7 years. Traditional means you're looking for your next husband. Is this correct?
Well, I was in that shift, and I shifted my mind from that thought actually through um, something that came to me. But I was thinking, and for some reason, society makes you feel like when you're in a relationship that's long-term marriage and what that looks like, but marriage is a construct that other people
Thank you. Thank you. And that's the
design.
pathway. That's the pathway
So
that I
I'm
see
not in
happening.
that space anymore. I'm not in that space anymore. I wouldn't try to make it traditional, saying I have to be married if you want to be with me, but I will. It has to be where it honors me and honors that person. So I am not into multiple people being in my relationship.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
don't
only
have.
thing that
I totally understand it, and doesn't really display that. Your seventh house has Sagittarius there. Uranus is in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius ruled by Jupiter. Your Jupiter is conjunct Saturn, which represents tradition, but is in Libra, which represents, like, relationship, long term relationship. That's like a monogamous placement. However, you need to the Uranus in there means that you have to keep it. Do not try to make the man your traditional husband, because you are going to lose that man. I'm just telling you. All right. I hope I answered your question to the best of my abilities.
Yes, you did. I think the question related to, I think I had stopped you was because I said that I've been taking care of children, taking care of people, and I want to get to a place where I'm not having to work the finances that I do just to keep myself busy, and I want to have a destination retreat in the 10 years. So,
Okay.
but that would be, is that something you see in the future?
Yes, your second house has Cancer on it. Wherever second house is where you can make money. Wherever your Venus is where you can make money. And yours is two different things. Now, your Cancer or Cancer sign represents the home, real estate, dealing with the home. Like you said, events or a place that you can. And the moon is the ruler of Cancer, and your moon is in the fourth house in Virgo, which rules healing. So I would say, and I would say in the fourth house, healing from a physical home or a building that you would consider a home. And I would say that you can make money from that. All right. I see it as a financial stability if that's what you're going to get into, but also real estate managing or property managing is also an area. And I know that you feel as if you're not supposed to work, but the ruler of your second house is sitting in the sign of Virgo, which means that you got to work, sugar. It ain't no getting
Well,
money.
not that I, not having to work. So what I'm saying is like enjoying it now. Like I haven't enjoyed my time on this planet. I've been working, taking care of people,
Yeah, I
you know,
understand.
space to breathe, you know.
Yes.
So I was hoping that I will still be working because I said I want to be enjoying the work that I do. Everything I do, I want to enjoy it and obviously make income from it. But I just want to make sure that I'm not struggling. Is
Okay.
what I'm getting to.
All right. Yeah. Wherever the moon is where it's going to be up and down. So you're going to have sort of inconsistencies. Do not allow it to for you to change or have you to deal with whatever it is. And I would say, the fact that you're giving birth on helping people to give birth. Your north node in your natal chart is in Leo in the fifth house of children. Leo is ruled by the sun. Your sun is in the 10th house in Capricorn, which means that your business is in children to some degree. It is like connected to your purpose. But in the meantime, with this progress chart, those areas I talked to you about are very, very important in you experiencing the financial stability that you seek. Okay.
And using the internet and social media to help
Yes,
me.
to educate and to
Oh,
create a platform that you teach what you do. All right.
oh, okay. Okay, blessings. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Enjoy your day. All right. Sorry, guys. I know it took a little while, but I like to make sure that yeah. All right. All right. So Kim, I think you sent. So we got Kim, we got Desiree, we got Saray, we got Rain, we got Simone. All right. I just want y'all to know that if I do leave and come back, we will have to regain either later on tonight. I may do a midnight Astro, what have you, because we run out of time. Anyway, so I got to take a list of who's on. We got Kim, and the question is, oh, sorry, not Kim. Kim, you're after Simone. Okay. And Simone Ajay. Let me see if I can find your chart. I think that's how you pronounce your name, Ajay. Yes. You're born the 29th of September, 1995. And you're born 6:30 or 6:23 a.m. Robbinsdale, Minnesota. Okay. 6:23 a.m. Robbinsdale, Minnesota. I got it. I can leave it. All right. So the question is there anything in my chart that explains why I'm constantly attacked, especially within family? Ooh, oh boy. Let's see. You're attacked by family constantly. Maybe we got to take a look because I don't see why they'd attack you here from this fourth house. Not what I see. Now let's look at your progress chart because maybe something happened. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's the first question. Are there any exciting things I have to look forward to this week? And is my chart favorable for me to keep doing spiritual work? Let's start with that first question. You're going to go back to your natal chart. And first and foremost, you know, we're looking for two things. Family is normally connected to the fourth house, the moon, but also Ceres, which represents nurturing, mothering. When you pull it up, the need for nurturing food, relation between mother and child, issues taking care of people, plants, herbs, grains. And your Ceres, and let me share the screen itself because you guys can't see what I'm looking at. So I'm going to share the screen altogether. All right, let me share the entire screen so you can see what I'm looking at. And so when you look at this right here, this normally represents mother, family, nurturing. And then you have your moon, which represents that. And then it's the fourth house. As a matter of fact, your Jupiter is there. I don't know why that you're getting beat up from your family. I don't understand that. Maybe it's in the progress chart. But Ceres is actually conjunct Toro. And Toro normally represents machism, machismo, bullying, intimidation, doing hard physical work, strength, muscular, muscle flexing, psychology of physically challenging others, rough treatment, competitive football, toughness. Whenever it's Toro is conjunct Ceres, which is really like the energy that rules with mother and the family. This means that there could be a bullying in the family. This is the closest thing I see to you feeling as if you're not being taken care of or loved on from this chart. That's the only thing. Because when you look at this right here, with your moon into Sagittarius, Jupiter and Sagittarius in the fourth house, that don't show me that. But let me take a look at your midpoints, and maybe it may be there. Who knows? All right. Uh, I don't know. That's the only thing that it shows. Your chart doesn't really show that. I mean, it shows you sexually adventurous and experimentation, emotional volatility, erratic behavior and responses. So it's you, it's not them. You have emotional volatility. You have erratic behavior and responses. Also, infidelity, tendency to become suddenly bored and distracted. It's not them, sugar. It seemed to be you. That's what I see here. All right. I don't see where it's them. Simone, your midpoint is showing that you can be very erratic with your behavior, with your responses to people. So basically, it isn't showing that as a them problem, unless I'm seeing. Let me take a look at your Mars. All right. See that? Demanding and impatient, competing with or against others, anger and aggression, conflicts within partnership, an abrupt manner, or risk of physical danger caused through cockiness and arrogant actions. Another thing showing confidence in self and abilities, high achiever, setting and realizing goals, vocational ambition, status conscious, a competitive and fearless spirit, headstrong and aggressive, arrogance. Okay? So it's not a them problem, sugar. It's a you problem. Because the moon in the fourth house and Jupiter there brings a lovely and happy home. It's your response to them that's taking you there. See that? What you said? Aha! You just said it. That's something. You said, wow, crazy. I'm the voice of reason for everyone, and they get angry when I hold each sibling parent accountable. It's you, sugar. It ain't them, it's you. It's not a them problem, it's a you problem. Next question. Are there any exciting things I have to look forward to this week? Oh, you're going to go into the week. All right. The week. The week, baby. All right. Let's see what I will say here. All right. All right. So, ooh, the week, you're going to have a constant. You're going to have an ex try to come back at you. He's going to want you. He's going to try to get back with you. That is what I see this week coming. If it isn't happening, there's another one. Where's your Chiron? Your Chiron is a Libra. Oh, yeah, this is definitely an ex partner. They're going to want to be with you again. This is going to be happening. That's what you look forward to. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to tell you, listen, I want to be serious. I want to be direct with you. I just want to make sure that you know that I want you inside my life. All right. And that's what I see here. That's what exciting to look forward to. 3 is my chart favorable for me to keep doing spiritual work. Let's take a look at your natal chart again. And your MC's in Gemini, your dark moon Lilith is there. And I would say, based upon your natal chart, especially with your moon in Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius, you're a natural teacher. Okay. You're Pluto in the third house. Oh, and then you have Mars and Scorpio in the third. Sugar, you a debater. You are argumentative. And you cut through with your words. It's not them, it's you. Uh, exciting about your chart. It shows that at some point you're gonna have a long-term relationship, right? But it's karmic, and you're gonna be delusional about it. So all the good information and advice that you're giving to people, you won't see the own plank in your eyes. However, it shows that you're supposed to last in a long lasting relationship with the same person that you're being very idealistic about. That's what I see here. I also see, based upon your chart, that you have your, oh, okay. Like I said, your relationship's karmic. Your long term partnership is going to happen. It's going to happen after the age of 35, around that time, 35, 40. It's going to be good. Beautiful. You're going to enjoy your illusion for maybe about, let me see, 7 to 14 years. All right. So that's what I see in your chart. It's going to be good. And as it pertains to the spiritual aspect, according to this, that could work for you. However, you're an educator, communicator. All right. That's what I see. And you're a witch. You just psychic. You just get information. You have prophecy as a gift of yours. And you're sort of addicted to wanting and learning this sort of thing. And I think that your path is filled with luck in that area. Continue doing it. Thank you for choosing me to guide you in this lifetime. Truly appreciate you. All right. I hope y'all been. I know some of y'all be sending me money, sending me messages. All right. We have Kim Patterson. That's one. I got one more, and then we're gonna take a break for a little while. All right. Then we got Rain. I think it did Rain. Did we did Rain? No. There's Rain. So we got C Ray. We got Kim. We got Mariana. We got Desiree Goodrich, and that's it for now. But we're gonna take an intermediate break. I have classes. I also have to make a run. I would see you guys at, if you could stay up, you could still get your reading. It's gonna be there waiting for you on YouTube or Facebook if that's where you are. Like I said, the people are Saray. What time is it? Okay, I have to go. Saray, Splond, Miss Splond, how you doing, sugar? Kim Patterson, we got Desiree Goodrich, Rain, Trish Carter. If you sent any message, make sure, because I don't see you on Messenger. Let me double check and check my Instagram to see if anybody, if you sent it there too, because we gotta be, correct. Let me double check. I don't see no message. All right, y'all. I do have one person to do. I have a soul report to do. All right, guys. Listen. Once y'all send your message, I got you. And let me stop sharing the screen so you can see my face. I truly appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. I truly appreciate the fact that you be open and vulnerable. We got, like I say, Saray, Rain, Kim, and who's the last person again? Mariana and Desiree. I got you guys. I'm gonna see y'all later. All right, guys. And enjoy the rest of your evening until you see me again.